Okay, welcome to day 41. I wanted to do an update, kind of out of sequence, just to show a few new things, and so I can document how things look now and how they'll look in a few days. I put my frags around the tank where, according to research, would be some fairly good places to put the frags of each of their kind. All seem to be working out except for one. I'll explain that in a bit. But we'll start here on the left side, go clockwise. This is my Fabia. He is actually looking kind of rough, but he is looking better than he did this morning, and he's looking better than he did yesterday. Maybe he just had a tough go at shipping and acclimating and whatnot, but more red stuff is growing, which is a good sign. The skeleton is starting to disappear. I don't know what was going on with him. He was just, the clowns were picking on him. I don't know why, but they looked like they were snacking on him. So maybe he didn't like that. But all in all, I'm going to keep a close eye on him. He's not glued down like the other ones, just in case I do have to take him out. If he does die and start fouling the tank, I want to be able to get rid of that and remedy that situation as soon as possible. So I'm going to use this video tomorrow morning as a reference of how things went through the night and whatnot. Over here we've got, it's like a bluish gray Zoe. I've got some high hopes for this one. I don't know how it'll turn out, but I hope it will turn out. That clown there's the one that, I don't know if you heard in my last video, but had some white spots and was acting like it had ick, but now seems completely fine and has for the last day or two. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was just stress from the move and the acclimation and whatnot. I've heard that they can develop ick-like symptoms after being moved. It seems that the clowns are starting to sort out who's going to be female and male. They're doing some weird things in front of each other, like fidgeting and dancing and whatnot. And that's the one with the hurt fin, which is growing back nicely. Down there's Mitchell, as usual, hiding in his cave. I just saw him eat a giant piece of flake, so I'm not too worried about him, and I've seen him from time to time. I think the clowns are picking on him when he comes out, so he's not, he's not too happy about being out. I think they're just kind of being aggressive, trying to set up a pecking order in the tank, and poor Mitchell's just not enjoying the show. Over here is my least favorite of the corals, sort of. It's this tiny little Zoefrag. This is one of the ones the guys at FraggleLot.ca just threw in. If you watched my last one, I told you that there's some extra, and that there also was missing some. What had happened is I was told that 3-4 of the frags I ordered were not in good shape for shipping, which is kind of odd because I ordered them over a month ago, and I still see them being sold on his website, so I don't know what's up with that. I am getting credit for them, so yeah, I'm a little disappointed because the corals that didn't come were the ones I really wanted, and the ones that are sitting on his website for actually more because they're big. So maybe mine grew and he realized he can get a heftier price. Whatever the case, I got my credit, so I'll get something different later on. I was supposed to get a blue mushroom, but I got a red one. But it's a pretty mushroom, and I don't mind it. It's doing really well. It was bigger than that earlier, but like I said, I just glued all these frags onto their spots so they wouldn't all be sitting down here in the sand bin where everyone eats. He was bigger earlier, but from the gluing ordeal, he's kind of shocked and frazzled. Up here is the piece of Montipora, I think, that came off, and I glued it onto a piece of rock I had, a little tiny rock. So we'll see what happens with him. And here's the other piece where he came off, I suspect. We'll see what happens with them. And this one, I have no idea what it is. I don't know if the video picks it up, but he's quite maroon and reddish. So if anyone knows, feel free to let me know. That back there's the cabbage coral. Out of all the corals, this one I feel is doing the best. Good pulp extensions, good coloring. You know, seems like it's enjoying its time in the tank. Just all in all, really nice coral. I hope it does well. Down here is my favorite Zoe. It had kind of a rough go of the change. It had like a piece that was already broken off that continues to just hang in there. We'll see what happens with that. But I do like the red coloring of this coral, and I hope it stays that way. I have my acan, which is doing very nicely. Was getting kind of shabby there the other day, but has since picked up. Colors are coming in nice. One of the clowns picks on it. I don't know why. Just picks at it. Maybe there's some bugs on it it wants. That one there. And over here is another Zoe. It seems some of the Zoes I ordered didn't show up. They were replaced with other Zoes, and some of the other corals I showed up were replaced with Zoes, so now I got a lot of Zoes, which isn't bad because they're a hardy coral. And this one's pretty, but again, red, similar to this one, so not too impressed. And up here I got 2 Xenia frags from a local reefer for $1 a piece. So I think that's where I'll get most of my frags from now on, except for getting my store credit back from fragglelot.ca. These Xenias were doing great in her tank. They were doing good in here. I don't know what's happened, but they've both closed up and they're clenched and they're pissed. I don't know what's going on. The temperature in the tank seems stable. I don't know if something's gotten in that they don't like, but I'll keep an eye on them. This one's actually starting to open up. It was clinched like this one, but has since started opening up again. We'll see. Anyway, I do like it. It's pretty. And so far, so good. So this is the tank, and these are the frags in their placement. Hopefully they do well and I don't have to move them. Okay, see you soon.